Indonesia has entered a new chapter in its defense and strategic modernization with the signing of a monumental $10 billion deal to acquire 48 fifth-generation KAAN fighter jets from Turkey, marking the largest defense export in Turkey's history and one of the most significant military procurements ever undertaken by Jakarta. This landmark agreement is more than a contract. It represents a powerful convergence of defense technology, diplomacy, industrial growth, and shifting geopolitical priorities. It signals Indonesia's determination to step firmly into the realm of advanced air power while cementing Turkey's position as a rising global defense exporter capable of delivering complex fifth-generation combat aircraft. The deal, announced in Ankara after months of meticulous negotiation, was finalized in the presence of senior defense ministers, Air Force chiefs, and high-ranking government officials from both nations. Under the terms of the agreement, Turkish Aerospace Industries, TAI, will manufacture the jets, with the first deliveries scheduled for the early 2030s. Importantly, the arrangement includes robust provisions for technology transfer and industrial collaboration. Indonesia's own aerospace champion, PT Dirgantara Indonesia (PTDI), will have a significant role in the assembly process, maintenance, and long-term sustainment of the fleet. This is a carefully engineered feature of the agreement, designed to elevate Indonesia's domestic aerospace capabilities, create skilled jobs, and embed advanced engineering knowledge within the country. For Turkey, the KAAN, formerly known as the TF-X or Milli Muharip Uçak, National Combat Aircraft, is the culmination of decades of investment in homegrown defense technology. Conceived as a stealthy, twin-engine, multi-role fighter capable of air superiority and precision strike missions, the KAAN is designed to rival peer fifth-generation aircraft such as the American F-35, Chinese J-20, and Russian Su-57. Early production aircraft are expected to utilize the General Electric F-110 engines, with a planned transition to Turkey's domestically developed TF-35,000 turbofan in later production runs. Advanced avionics, a stealth-optimized airframe, ASA radar, internal weapons bays, and sophisticated electronic warfare systems give the KAAN the ability to survive and operate effectively in contested airspace, capabilities that will transform Indonesia's air force. Jakarta's decision to select the KAAN is driven by a combination of strategic necessity and geopolitical calculation. The Indonesian archipelago sits at the nexus of some of the world's most vital maritime trade routes, including choke points such as the Malacca Strait and adjacent waters of the South China Sea. Rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific, particularly the rapid militarization of the South China Sea, the increasing presence of Chinese naval and air assets, and the modernization of regional air forces, have put pressure on Jakarta to upgrade its own capabilities. Indonesia's current fleet, composed of older F-16 Fighting Falcons and Russian Su-27/30 flankers, while capable, is increasingly outdated when measured against stealth-capable aircraft in neighboring countries. The KAAN fleet will bridge this gap, positioning the TNIAU to conduct advanced air defense, long-range patrols, and deterrence missions with modern capabilities. The industrial cooperation embedded in the KAAN deal is as important as the aircraft themselves. PT Dirgantara Indonesia's involvement is a cornerstone of the contract, ensuring that Jakarta develops the skills, infrastructure, and knowledge base required to sustain the fleet over its decades of service. Turkish Aerospace Industries will provide comprehensive training for Indonesian engineers, technicians, and pilots. Over time, Indonesia will gain the capacity to handle maintenance, overhauls, and potentially upgrades domestically. This approach not only strengthens the operational readiness of the TNIAU but also supports Indonesia's long-term goal of reducing dependence on foreign suppliers for critical defense capabilities. For Turkey, this export contract is a geopolitical statement. The KAAN's success as an export product, with Indonesia as its first international buyer, solidifies Ankara's position in the global arms market. The sale will be closely monitored by other potential customers such as Pakistan, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, and Azerbaijan, who have shown interest in the KAAN program. By securing such a high-profile buyer, Turkey gains both economic benefit and diplomatic leverage. Ankara's ability to develop, produce, and now export a fifth-generation aircraft places it in an exclusive club of nations and strengthens its hand in global defense negotiations. The delivery and integration process will be gradual but transformative. Initial pilot training will take place in Turkey, with a dedicated program to familiarize TNIAU personnel with the KAAN's advanced systems. Concurrently, Indonesia will invest in upgrading its air bases, hangars, and support facilities to accommodate stealth operations. This includes building secure maintenance bays, enhancing radar-absorbing coating application capabilities, and integrating the KAAN into Indonesia's broader air defense network. By the time the first aircraft arrive, Indonesia will have the necessary infrastructure to fully operate and sustain them. The strategic impact of the deal will reverberate across Southeast Asia and beyond. Regional powers such as Singapore, Malaysia, and Australia are likely to respond by adjusting their own procurement strategies. Singapore already operates the F-35B stealth fighter and will view the KAAN fleet as a platform for joint exercises, but also as a capability to monitor. Australia, which flies the F-35A Lightning II, will also assess Indonesia's new capabilities in the context of regional stability and alliance dynamics. For Malaysia, traditionally a defense rival of Indonesia, the acquisition could spark renewed discussions about fleet modernization. The United States and its allies will also pay close attention. While the KAAN uses some U.S. components, it remains primarily a Turkish program free from American export control restrictions. Washington may view the deal with mixed feelings. It strengthens a regional partner's defense capabilities, but also reinforces Turkey's position as a defense supplier independent of NATO. China, meanwhile, will likely note Indonesia's move as part of a broader pattern of Southeast Asian states hedging against Beijing's growing military power. In the broader context, the $10 billion KAAN deal is a milestone in modern defense diplomacy. It showcases how non-traditional partnerships can deliver advanced capabilities outside the traditional U.S.-European defense supply chain. For Indonesia, it is a leap forward in its ambition to secure its skies, protect its maritime territory, and establish itself as a leading regional air power. For Turkey, it is validation of decades of investment in indigenous defense production and a signal that it can compete on the global stage with established aerospace powers. As production ramps up, as Indonesian engineers begin working alongside their Turkish counterparts, and as the first aircraft roll off the production line in the next decade, the deal will stand as a symbol of shifting global defense alliances. It will not only reshape the military balance in Southeast Asia but also redefine how emerging powers collaborate to develop and share cutting-edge defense technology. The KAAN fighters will serve as a visible reminder, on runways in Jakarta and hangars in Ankara, of a partnership built on shared ambition, mutual benefit, and the pursuit of strategic independence in an increasingly competitive world.